everybody, it's -me79. Back at it, Madden. Hope you guys enjoy the video.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Vikings going up against the Dolphins. With that, let's head on down to Miami, where we'll hand it over to the two men calling our game. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we come to you from a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls with an 11th on the way in 2020. Yes, we are in beautiful Miami, Florida. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Miami Dolphins. First down, Bradford. The left side caught by Diggs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a second down throw for Bradford. And Diggs has it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On first and 10, Bradford. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds. They'll get 23 yards there. And the Vikings are going to have it now, first and goal. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now it's the boys Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Time to feature the offensive starters, and our first chance to get a look at Parker.
Devontae Parker came really well, but the best part of his game, he'll jump over you at the end of a route and go get the football.
They run again with Ajayi. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was...
Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Tannehill now to throw. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they? Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he run about 3 different routes, and that was it.
He
Now
just
he
spots
can run
open like that,
anything
man.
and catch the balls we just saw there.
Tannehill.
Ooh, no, not another interception, no. Oh, the shit talking by his back. Enough of it, he says. He don't want none of it.
Following the interception, Bradford. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
Okay.
That one goes
Sam
for 13
Bradford.
yards, and it moves the sticks. Charles on the slant. You always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder of the receiver, and he used his body to keep the defender away.
He sets to fire deep. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Beelman?
And a look at the starters for the Miami defense.
You can say a lot of things about the great play of Kiko Alonso, but the number one thing you will say, he will hit you.
Do you know what position he plays? I wouldn't be able to tell you then. He's not.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Oh, no, he's... Yeah, I saw him. He's probably just back.
A 2nd down throw for Bradford.
Nothing sexy. Oh, come on. He's going to...
Complete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and
and
brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 3rd down, Bradford. And he's able to
You're going to let him catch that?
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
A really nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws. Now a hit and the ball comes out.
Get up. There we go.
Will take over at the 29-yard line. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They've got it 1st and 10 following the fumble recovery. They'll come out in the pistol. Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. And a little flutter there is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jay Ajayi there out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Tannehill now, the give to Ajayi. And he'll get this out to about the 33. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Yeah, it is.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. Now fourth down. So on fourth down, the Dolphins will ask Matt Darr to kick it away. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. Sherrill's to return it.
Nope.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. And now out comes Minnesota. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense.
Pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Jelani Jenkins in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Now a second down throw for Bradford. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that takes us from second to third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, and that fell harmlessly to the ground.
What's that?
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And it's fourth down. So on fourth down, here's a punter, Jeff Locke, to kick it away. Back deep for Miami, the rookie Jakeem Grant.
Jakeem Grant. I see you.
Taking it about the 36. Nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit. Now they get set to take over. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard.
All right, you ready?
A little soul searching now.
I would say so. They need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll toss it
Don't
to
get on your feet. Woohoo! He said nope.
10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Really tough drive, but that run helps.
Yeah, he dropped the fucking tissue away. He had to blow his nose real quick, and he dropped his tissue on the ground. My tampon, you're right. Oh, come on, get in there. You got that.
Going forward, watching it on tape,
third and inches.
keep incorporating that type
That's
of run
exactly
into
it.
the offense. Let's get plenty of credit
Get
to
in
the
there.
defense.
You get in there. You got this, tampon.
But if you're the offense, why would you change what you're doing? You've got a whole nother down to pick it up, and maybe even a fourth if you so choose. I always appreciate runners
He's a
who
pistol.
understand
That one right
situations.
there
That
is
was
just a
third and
pistol.
inches. No reason to dance
Don't
around
you
in the
know,
backfield,
Bobby?
try and break off a bigger play. Just go
All right,
pick
can
up
he
the
steal
first
us
down,
to
and that's
the
exactly
touchdown?
what he did.
On first down, it's driven down. Brian Robinson.
Oh, man, that hurt a little bit. Getting a little
Boy, he
personal.
came in off the edge so quickly.
It's just a game, bro.
Look
We
out,
got this.
because that's exactly what it was being
All right,
shouted by the
Parker,
offensive lineman
left side of the
to his
field,
quarterback
touchdown.
because he had
Ready?
no chance to block him.
Here's Tannehill. He's going
Ready?
to let one
Oh,
go
go.
deep for Parker. And it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play
All right,
there
all right.
for the Dolphins.
Wasn't a
39
touchdown.
yards. A
As
great job
Jai
pulling that one in
up the
for the
middle.
guy, as we
Touchdown.
know, who can really
Nope,
blaze.
nope.
He's got a
You're
lot
just
of
going to
speed.
stop. You're going to say no to
Speed
that
can
one.
work for
Okay,
him so
all right,
many
all right.
different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so
All right.
far that you can catch
I'm going to tell you
everything
what I'm going to
underneath.
do. Just wait.
But still, at some point in the game,
No, I'm going to tell him. He's going to get it. He's going to get it. If my controller
catches,
dies.
right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has
All right,
that in his
let's go to
arsenal
Sims.
as well.
Showed it right
That
there.
makes sense, bro.
To throw is Tannehill. Incomplete.
All defenders get
That was
tired
a
of
good
hearing
play.
about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball
Strictly
away on an
dabbing.
attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job.
I don't know.
Way to
Some
knock
random
it down.
person.
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on third and goal.
He's strictly bad.
Now flags
No!
will
That's
come
all right. Back
in.
it up
I
a
think
little.
this
No,
one's
I
gonna
got
be
it.
on the defense for
All right, I'll
jumping.
take that. I'll take that. I caused him to go off sides. He got a little frantic.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning.
Oh, you're going to call a timeout? Why are you calling timeout? There's 1 second left.
Timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning.
Fuck it all up.
Good play here. 3rd down and goal.
Thank you. Boom!
Jay taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Don't be mad at him.
At 7 apiece.
It's not his fault. No, yeah, he got it.
Right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a gain of 14 there, and it'll be 1st down Vikings. On 1st and 10, Bradford. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quick stuff.
With it, you were nowhere near him.
Look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line.
Oh, man, I would be so pissed right now if I were you.
Tannehill on 1st down.
But you get those flats, baby. They're coming.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down.
Oh, come on.
Jarvis
Come on, Albert. You're getting old.
Receiver, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. Pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
No protection. No protection.
His 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Sherrills. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Minnesota. First down, Bradford. Surveying the field. He's going to wind up, and that's caught inside the 35.
What?
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either...
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On second down, Bradford again. That is caught at the 7.
Oh, come on, guys. You're not
He'll get into the end end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And he puts it through. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Tannehill, and this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill going deep here for Stills. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a touchdown. Kenny Stills in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Baby on that.
And he knocks it through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Baby does got that.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Wailed it right before I got fucking
so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They come out here in the eye.
Okay. Thank you.
On first down, Tannehill. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly. And that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Tannehill now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Landry the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Get some potatoes, too. Yeah. Make some hash browns.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And that's complete. It's Sims. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. Right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling could lead to no yards gained.
A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession
I'm not kidding.
of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you...
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Cameron Wake in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Still in search of the first down after that last completion. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Now Bradford, and he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. And when you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Throwing again. Bradford on 2nd and 10. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
3 yards remaining here on 2nd down.
Quarterbacks like throwing the slant route, but they have to be careful about ball placement. They have to put it in a spot that makes sure the receiver has his body in front of the defender.
Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, 31 yards. And the Vikings are going to take the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Format to send it away now following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Here's Tannehill. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 30 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. Shreds the tackle. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And out now come the Vikings. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. On third down, Bradford. And he's able to find Diggs. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They go play action. Now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford's lost it, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field, and they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Back now in Miami. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Now it's Tannehill. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They set up the screen to Ajayi. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 1. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
All right, field goal gets you the lead here. I mean, but I might want to just go ahead and go for something big.
Oh, come on, you got to kick it.
I mean, you got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. His throw incomplete. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. A 2nd down throw for Bradford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But that's the type of pass play that you need to wait for routes to develop. You need a little time in the pocket, but that's hard to do when you got people in your face.
Bradford again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
6 yards to go here on second down. To the air again with Bradford. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
Right, this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Back to throw. It's caught. Stills right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
They run with Ajayi. And he'll push his way up to... And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his second touchdown of the afternoon. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. And now a timeout's going to be called here. I think it was by the defense. It was. And that's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this second half. Tannehill going to throw for it. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. He's back to throw. Left side caught by Diggs. A good pick up there of 20 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
He'll look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Bradford, and he can't get up.
Wake said, "Get the hell out of here, motherfucker."
Huge play at this point in the game. So now here come the Dolphins. Only
That was a good game,
one
that's
timeout
it.
defensively, so they should. Now whistles come
That shit
in.
ain't
We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first.
Do you know what that means? That means they quit because they were pissed. They just turned off the PlayStation, said done. Done. People think they have me. Those 2 games are flukes. I mean, them Dolphins can't stop us. I'm getting a Jai running like a madman, actually. Oh, I do have a code in here. I got a code. HES code.
Oh, perfect. The Polly Pocket.
No, there's no. Put that monstrosity of a creature.
It's not a monster.
This thing's a monster. It's a rat snake turtle creature. It has a turtle back.
Snake.
Turtle creature is what I said. Finish the statement. No, no. She stinks. She's smelly. It's just your natural thing. I'm sorry that God or whoever just decided that you should just be a smelly snake-looking creature. Me, 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 me. You are cute. But you're just all over the place because you're a little baby. Put her back in her baby cage. The damn baby. No, no, I don't want her. She's lovely and everything, but I'm good. Oh, God. I'm going to bathe her. I know it's not good, but I'm going to bathe her. I'm going to do, though. There it is. Will you get her off of me now? She's smelly. Her smell slid her off of me. That's how smelly she is. She's like an odor. No. Creature. No, I'm just kidding. Where's the smigarettes? So I can smoke one while this game's loading. Do you have them?
No.
Really?
Ow. They're back
Yeah.
in.
Did you take mine? Cry every night. One 2-game winning streak. These are mine. Love
Did you leave me some?
Do you not have any?
No.
Bullshit. I only got shorts. And I gave Bruce some because he always bums me some, so I gave him
whole
fun.
pack?
Alright, so. Love you. Love you. I can do the Mars attack voice for it. Do you. No. Continue searching. So, yeah, this is gonna be devastation for people who get on here tonight. But still. Oh, this person has a mic. Who is it? Swear to God, bro, if you're playing this Dallas, I'm gonna break Prescott in half with Elliott's body.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry
Thank
Ridley,
God.
and this is the NFL on EA Sports.
It's just
Tonight's
good
matchup
old-fashioned
features two
Carson
quarterbacks
Wentz.
who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Dolphins going up against the Eagles.
Yeah, bro, you gotta have a mic. You got a mic? I see your mic.
Ahead, so it's time to turn it over
Let me
to
turn
my
this shit up real quick.
colleagues,
You have to talk
Brandon
up.
Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Miami Dolphins
I hope
and
you
the
enjoyed that one,
Philadelphia
too.
Eagles. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard.
Nah, what's he doing? Quitting already? Fuck it. Can you hear me?
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Ajayi. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Malcolm Jenkins entered the NFL as a cornerback and has transitioned to safety, but still retains his good coverage skills.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill going deep here for Parker. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
So on 4th down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. Back deep is Darren Sproles. Sproles, the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Eagles take possession. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Wentz to throw on second down. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. And a peek at the offense. And Matthews, a guy that we have to talk about.
And Jordan Matthews, Brandon, is an anomaly. Normally, a long receiver plays outside. He likes to work out of the slot. Does a terrific job absorbing punishment and catching the football.
Now Wentz on third down. Aguilar has it. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
They'll run. It's Barner. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And let's run through the Dolphins' defense.
And Ndamukong Suh provokes a whole lot of conversation. But at the end, everyone agrees, one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL.
On second down, here's Wentz. This one complete left side to Green Beckham. A nice gain of 21 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That was a good, strong run there. While one picked up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Wentz throwing on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. From the gun on third down, Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And that brings up third down.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like in the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. They'll start out on the ground with a jive. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now Tannehill over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. A good pickup there, a 22. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. That is incomplete. Deion Sims is tight end, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he finds Stills, complete. And they convert on third with a gain of 22.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Benny Logan in there on the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To throw is Tannehill. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Damian Williams, 28 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time. Wentz to Matthews. 51 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down in bounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Wentz, nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On third and long, it's Wentz. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz, 27 yards. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Brought down by Leotis McKelvin.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Play fake to Ajayi. It's Tannehill. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? In this case, they managed to get it done.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, and now it's 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Now Sproles. yards. Well done on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. On second down, here's Wentz. And that is incomplete here. He was looking for Matthews that time, and that'll make it third down.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple, batting the ball away. But oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
From the gun on third down, Wentz goes underneath for Sproles. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on fourth down, here's the veteran left-footed punter Donnie Jones to kick it away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. 15 yards through the air on a first down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
On second down, here's Tannehill. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now they're in the hurry-up. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
And over the middle, this is Parker. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Tannehill looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a first down throw, Tannehill.
No.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And Matthews has it right side. And he's brought down after a good game. A good pickup 20 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Throwing on first is Wentz. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong. He's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work out a little bit more.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Green Beckham has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dorial Green Beckham as time expires in the 1st half. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Did I just see all of that happen? Did I just see the pass, the catch in the end zone for a touchdown, the clock go to zeros? All we've got now is the PAT left before we end a really good half.
Yeah, that's something to take into the lockers. Little momentum to build on for sure.
And what I want you to watch is the team that kicks the PAT as we expected to go through the post. Watch how quickly they head to the locker room. They'll be the ones that have the momentum, and they'll be flying.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. But he's got Green Beckham. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 15 that time. And it'll be 1st down, Eagles.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now with Barner. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They come out here in the eye. They run again with Barner. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the 3rd quarter. because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan. Been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Barner. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. And the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get a hook and let a running back get outside, because if they do that, that hurts the integrity of the defense overall.
My man, the encyclopedia. Now a run for Barner. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20. They give him a gain of 38.
You know what's really hard for a big-time running back is patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. But this drive, oh, he's come alive, and in a big way, now he's starting to gallop.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot. Black guy now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot.
They'll try and run it now with Sproles. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
They come out here in the eye. Now Wentz will keep it, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz scoring on the sneak from a yard out, and the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen, because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Tannehill now on second down. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So now at 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. Here's Tannehill. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Desperation time for Tannehill on fourth down. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, up so well for play action. That's a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have placed it on the ground.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So it'll be first down here after the run.
All right, here we go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. 3rd and goal. Can the offense punch it in here from the 1? No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal?
It went for broke on 3rd down, and it would have really lit up the sideline if that one had worked. What do they do now on 4th down?
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz taking it in. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly accept. I haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it because they get to fire out and really smack someone. And, boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging them on the sideline. Let's go, and let's run the ball as well. And they put it in for 6.
Wentz going to look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And it's complete. The tight end, Deion Sims. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Flush to his right. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Third and 2, Tannehill. Forced out to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he finds Stills complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, 31 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. And there they got the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Game. I used to play it a bunch.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Detroit, 39, Green, 39. Here we go. Number 19. Watch it now, Barney. Good. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Wentz to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on third down. He was looking for Dorial Green-Beckham, and it's fourth down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Let's go. Detroit.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. He's going to look. He's got a man complete. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about, oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dorial Green-Beckham, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And he's got it up and through. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time."
Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Leonis McKelvin. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Brandon Graham in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. So the D-line's going to spread out. Here's Tannehill now on second down. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. 20, 10, 5. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe
I didn't think I
positive
was
to
going to
look
get that
at
one,
on
man.
film, but
As this game was
one's over,
going,
let's
I
be
did
honest.
not think
Yeah,
I was going to
I
get
agree
that.
with you totally on that one.
Franks to add the PAT.
Oh, shit. Can you hear me now? I didn't think I was going to... The way this game was going, dude, I didn't think I was going to get... Like, Javaris Landry dropped, like, I don't know, 5 fucking balls. Dude, usually I'm not this bad. I'm really just... My defense... I'm usually better on defense than this.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game
I know,
should
dude.
be
It's been like a year since I played. And even then, I was playing computers a lot. I didn't play a lot of online, so... I gotta get back to that shit.
And that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap.
Yeah, dude, you have to add me because I fucking love playing Madden. You play Call of Duty at all?
Be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
Good game.
There on the catch and run. 33 yards. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. One pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
All right, I'm going to buy somebody else. Tell me it's a good running game. Why not? JV, fuck you. You're always talking shit, bro. I'm 3-3. Where are you at? Trying to find a child for me to play with because I'm such trash. Alright, this guy sucks, so we might need to give him somebody a little easier to play with. Cool, my friend's not driving. Are you not online? Are you in the party? Yeah, I'm probably gonna go home again and then get off. And then do some Call of Duty. Feeling try to do Ghosts and
Hello,
Skulls.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh yeah, I got my
Today's game features two young wideouts, both from the 2014 draft class. It's Big Mike Evans going up against OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium as we welcome in our guys, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Giants. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
All right. And do multiplayer.
One man on the backfield, that's Martin. Jameis now on first down.
Oh, he's not that
Can't
quick.
find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now Jameis on second down. On the catch, this is Russell Shepard. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. And this offense can air it out, and when they do, you have to key on Mike Evans.
And we do think about his catch radius first and foremost. A tall, lean receiver, but he actually can make some agile plays as well.
An encroachment penalty here, maybe just a mental lapse, partner.
Sometimes you have to just watch the football. Make sure it's snapped before you're jumping.
Now a second down throw for Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Jameis Winston and Mike Evans came into the league 1 year apart. They're going to continue to grow together. How about their first connection in this game?
Yeah, in the first 2 seasons for Mike Evans, both over 1,000 yards. What a way to start an NFL career. First down, here's the run with Martin. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Second down, Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And the defense for New York.
Olivier Vernon is a defensive end that combines terrific run-stopping ability with a quick first step to the passer.
They'll run it. Here's Martin.
Oh, come on.
Make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Partner, there are times when I feel a little bit guilty about offering some criticism because I see the thought process here, trying to bounce it outside and gain some yardage. But every now and then you got to think ahead and just take your medicine. Go down. Don't give up anymore.
And Aguayo able to knock it through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
Here's the former 7th-round pick, Rashad Jennings. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front, creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. And here's a look at the starting offense. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Manning to throw. He finds Beckham complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Well, that's the kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise, because we know OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it.
The starting 11 defensively for Tampa Bay.
Joe McCoy is one of the top defensive tackles in the league. Always a threat to go to the Pro Bowl, especially because of his pass rushing ability.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, 58 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. Here's Winston. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And this one caught by Cameron Braid. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And 4th down coming up. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep for the Giants, Dwayne Harris. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why?
He's got a man, complete. Manning to Beckham, a big play there. And even 40 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They run again with Jennings. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He's got Cruz complete. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Now it's Jennings. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's Jennings. And a cut to the left sideline. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still...
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Well tied. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants add on to their lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
One receiver to the left is Evans. Jameis to throw it. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On third down, Winston. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And New York set to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. They go play action for Jennings. Now Madden. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it brings up fourth down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
They do go for it. It's Manning. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So out come the Bucs now. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down now after the pass completion. Now Jameis on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
A lot of teams love to throw screen passes. They want to tire out defenses because they make them run a lot. But there are a lot of moving parts on a play for an offense when they call that one. Because you got the linemen that have to move. You got the wide receivers that have to get out and vacate. You got the running back that's got to make a little fake and then get out into the route. Of course, the quarterback, he's got to hold in there and know he's probably going to take a big hit before he lofts the screen off to the back. Why didn't he catch it? That's all he needed to do for them to be successful.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Ten yards still left on second down. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Manning to throw on second down. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. A good pickup there at 22.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. This is Jennings. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
On second down, here's Manning. And his throw is incomplete. Will Tye the intended receiver, and it's third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing is Manning. Out on the right, this is Cruz. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go for the goalpost. So.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on third down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Jameis to throw it. Over the middle to Evans. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Winston to throw for it on fourth. He's got Evans. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. That'll be a gain of 16. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. Winston with a give to Martin. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 14 there. And the Buccaneers are going to have a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Winston, he's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a third down.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
This will be caught at about the 6. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Now Winston on fourth down. This will be caught at about the 5. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a first and goal. They'll run for it with Martin. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Second and goal to go now. They try again with Martin. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Doug Martin taking it in. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Darryl Smith in there to bring him down for 7. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Manning to throw on second down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
He finds Beckham complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. So he makes the grab and the change move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. They come out here in the eye. Jennings. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
Now they try the right side here. And he's got room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's 3 levels, defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the 3rd level is leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Rashad Jennings, a 23-yard run. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock. I feel like we're going to see more and more of this continue to flow into the NFL game, and that is the quarterback run game. Not successful here going for 2, but it's not something that people shy away from totally anymore either.
In particular, do you think more so around the goal line?
I think so. Anytime it's short yardage, anytime you can go ahead and keep the ball in the hands of the quarterback who's athletic, you go ahead and do that rather than risk a handoff or a pitch.
They just couldn't get it done there, though. 2-point try fails. So the D-line's going to spread out. Jameis now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
That goes for a gain of 31.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold. That was a pretty scramble there by Jameis Winston, but I've got to tell you, partner, if you just put him in a regular event, just watch him run, you're not going to think that he's going to do that, but you turn on the brake.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Adam Humphries, 34 yards. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And now out come the Giants. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight end.
And this will be caught at the 30. Manning to Beckham. A big play there. 45 yards. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here.
And there's another one-hander by Odell Beckham Jr. I almost get the sense that he's not happy if he has to use two hands nowadays.
Exactly. Well, we've all seen it, him going through those warm-up routines before the game. It's almost comical how good he is at grabbing a ball with one hand.
And I like what you just brought up there. He works at it. All right, those one-handed catches, they're not strictly by accident. And that's the way to start a drive, and that's the way to continue a drive. Back-to-back, nice chunk plays. And if you're the offensive coordinator in your chess match with the defensive guy, you're thinking maybe you put him in a spot where he's got to load up against the run, because that last one was a really nice play. What are you going to do now? Do you go ahead and play into it, continue to run the ball? Play it.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Seven yards to go on second down. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Rashad Jennings with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Giants add on to their lead. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2. They'll try to run now with Jennings. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard, because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Now Winston. He's got time in the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Now Winston. He's going to let it fly. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Desperation time. Winston on fourth down. Now a desperate, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They're in a good spot. 2-possession game, barely, but a 2-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
Manning looking to throw it. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
But not the position they want to be in. Still a very, very small chance here, but they almost need a miracle.
Agreed. That means they've got to get it to the sidelines, get out of bounds, and preserve clock.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Following the interception, Winston finding time. Now he's forced out left. And he'll avoid the tackle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. One receiver left, three to the right. Winston to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Throwing now is Manning. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down, because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a second shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air and turn it into a big play.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception picked off by Chris Conte. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.